Welcome to the second hour of This Morning. Here are today's headlines. Health authorities are seeing difficulties in tracking down nearly 700 out of over 4,000 people who visited 사랑제일 Church in Seoul's Songbukgu district recently and need to undergo mandatory coronavirus tests. The church hasn't been cooperative with health officials' epidemiological survey, with the church's pastor, Chung Kwang-hoon, refusing to be tested, and only 770 out of the 4,000 who were listed on the church's visitor log between August 7th to the 13th taking their tests so far. Korea added 279 new COVID-19 cases yesterday, with 245 being reported from the metropolitan area and 193 linked to the cluster infection at 사랑제일 Church. Elementary and middle schools, as well as kindergartens in Seoul and Gyeonggi Province, will need to maintain their classroom capacity under the one-third level starting tomorrow until September 11th, as their social distancing guidelines have been raised to level 2. The mandate will be applied in Incheon as well, which is close to Seoul and Gyeonggi Province, while schools in other parts of the country are advised to maintain the capacity under the two-thirds level. The Education Ministry will request local governments to take punitive measures against private academies that violate quarantine guidelines, such as wearing masks. Following the recent spike in local coronavirus cases, the Justice Ministry will reoperate the government's Joint Support Group for Epidemiological Surveys, which was initially formed in March to deal with the cluster infection at Shinnㅅtbs Church in Daegu. The group will include officials from the police force and prosecution and provide legal support and assistance in epidemiological surveys with the aim of preventing the virus from further spreading. Justice Minister Choo Mi-ae said the team will take swift legal action for anyone that violates administrative orders by quarantine officials. Finally, a Japanese bulk carrier that leaked fuel oil off the coast of Mauritius has broken into two on Saturday, about 3 weeks after it ran aground on a coral reef in late July. The ship was carrying 4,000 tons of fuel at the time of the accident, most of which have been pumped out, but at least 1,000 tons of oil is known to have spilled into the Indian Ocean. Mauritius said it will seek compensation for the leak from the boat's owner and insurer, and the owner, Nagashiki Shipping, has vowed to respond to requests for reparation. And you can listen to these headlines once again on our YouTube channel by searching TBS eFM. Once there, you will also get a script of the headlines and subtitles as well. Coming up next, we continue our analysis and discussion regarding Hong Kong's controversial new security law and its implications on the freedom of the press and human rights issues in the city-state.